Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome to the 30th tutorial on algorithmic trading for beginners. Wow, 30 tutorials. It feels like an anniversary, to be honest, and I'm really excited. Thanks a lot for sticking around for 30 tutorials. This has been great fun, and we're nearly there. We're nearing the completion of the course, and we just got a few more tutorials to go. So in the previous tutorial, we learned how to add a filter to our algorithmic trading system. And in this tutorial, we'll be comparing the performance of our system before we added a filter and after we added a filter. So here in front of you on your screen, you can see the result of our very first test of the new system, simple system version 2.0, where the filter has already been added. And as you can see, the filter is working well. There are only sell orders, the red ones above the white line, and there are only buy orders being created below the white line, which means everything is fine. So now let's go ahead and compare performance before and after. And what we will start with is we'll go back to simple system, the original one, and here I still have the optimization results for simple system. This is the optimization chart which you've seen before, and what we'll do is we'll take the most profitable set of parameters, set them as inputs, and we'll run a test. So we'll run that, and as you can see, there's this graph which we've seen before with the rapid increase at the start. So we'll go to the report tab, we'll right click, and we'll save as report. And this will allow us to save this report to later compare with what happens after we add the filter. So we'll call it simple system version 1 set 1, and we'll save that. And what this gives us is a file which is automatically opened in your browser, and it's got the summary of the test up here. It's got a chart, and it's got all the trades down here, which don't really concern us. What we're looking at is the chart of the summary at this stage. So that's the very first result. And as you remember, 2 tutorials ago, we looked at the fourth result as well. So how about we have a look at that one as well now. So we'll set input parameters, run the test. There's that chart that we're used to. Report, save report as, and we'll say simple system version 1, and this is going to be set 4. We'll save that, and there you go. There's our gradually increasing chart. So 2 different sets of parameters with 2 different results. Both results are good. Let's see if we can improve these with a filter. So in order to do that, we're going to go to simple system version 2.0, and now we're going to go into expert properties, and to start with, we're going to set the parameters which yielded this result. So let's have a look at this line up here. It has a list of parameters, and I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see better. So there they are. The hour was 8, take profit 40, stop loss 60. So let's set that. Hour 8, take profit 40, stop loss 60. So what we've done is we've set exactly the same parameters as in simple system, but now we have this MA period. And this is a new parameter, so let's leave it at 100 for now. Click OK. I'll just zoom out of that for now. We'll click OK, and now we'll run this test. And let's see what happens, what has happened. We'll save this as a report, and this one we'll call simple system version 2 set 1. Save that, and now let's compare them side by side. So that's the new result, and that is the old result. In the old result, total net profit was $8,327. In the new result, the total net profit is only $4,618. So you can even tell from the chart that the result isn't much better, and there's less trades, and also the total net profit is much lower. So in this case, the filter is not doing a good job at improving the system. Let's have a look at this set of parameters. So this is simple system, but the fourth set. And now we're going to try and prove this with a filter. So start hour is 10, take profit 100, stop loss 40. Let's set those. Start hour 10, take profit. Start hour 10, take profit 100, stop loss 40, and the moving average period will still leave it at 100 at this stage. We'll click OK, run the test, look at the report, save the report as, we will save it as simple system version 2 set 4. Save that. I'll just zoom out of this report, and now we can compare them side by side. So this is what we had, this is what we have now. As you can see right away from the chart system, the performance has deteriorated, and moreover the profit was $7,800. Now it's only $3,400. So once again, we can say that the filter is not doing a good job at improving the system. However, this does not mean yet that we should discard the filter. This is because we have always, in both cases, we've used the value of 100 as the period of the moving average. And what does that mean? That means that we've somehow come up with this value and we think it is the best value and it will do the job. But that may not necessarily be the case. And with automated trading, we can actually check that. And this is why I utterly love algorithmic trading systems. We can do tests which would take very long periods of time to do by hand, and I'll show you on an example right now. So now we are looking at this fourth set, 10, 140, and we set the MA period to 100. So how about we take MA period by itself and we optimize it. We'll click this, we'll check this box on the left, and we'll optimize it to see what in reality is the optimum value of this period. So we'll optimize it starting from 10 with a step of 10, and we'll stop at 100. And this is very similar to what we discussed in the testing and optimization tutorial. But in this case, we're only optimizing one parameter, the MA period. We're going to leave these as they were. Click OK. Now we have to click the optimization checkbox here. We'll untick visual mode. So optimization is ticked, and we'll click start. And as you can see, there was only 10 tests that terminal had to do. If we go into optimization graph, you can see these faint dots here, and from them you can tell that the most profitable was the very first iteration. And if we go to optimization results, the most profitable was iteration number 1, where the MA period was equal to 10. So we'll right click, set as input parameters. We'll just quickly check them. So 10, 140, those haven't changed. But the MA period is now 10. So now let's have a look at what this will give us. We can switch the visual mode back on, make sure optimization is off, click start. And now let's look at the report. Let's save this report as simple system version 2 set 4. And now we'll call this one optimized. Save. And now let's see. Well, this is what we had originally. This is what we got with a filter of MA filter with a period of 100. And this is what we got after we optimized it. So now I'm just going to put this one. I'm just going to get rid of this one, the one that's not good. Now we can compare side by side what we had before and what we have now after. As you can see, the chart has improved. The balance chart has improved. And also the total net profit was $7,800. Now it is $8,700. And so that means that our system is actually performing better with the filter. And also you can notice that the total trades went down from 129 to 113. And that, I'll just zoom in here a little bit. So that's the results of the first test, original test, and that's the new test. So you can see as well that the total trades have gone down, and that means that our system is doing, the filter is doing a good job at cutting out some of those negative trades that have been creating losses on our account. And yeah, so that means we have essentially been able to improve our trading strategy by adding this moving average filter, and that's great news. That means we should keep the filter and just use it in this setting. And that completes our tutorials on creating this algorithmic trading system. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. In the next one, we're going to recap on this whole section of putting everything together. If you would like to download this source code, you can visit me at www.forexboat.com, where I post all of the source codes that we create, and hope to see you at the next tutorial. Until then, happy coding.